The very first thing that we want you to really focus on is not the nitty-gritty of the decisions you're making, but rather the foundations of an effective team. So you've got to have a team with the right people, with the right responsibility, and the right roles. You need to have data that are in the right form and in the right time to be able to inform decisions. And you need a process or a rubric by which you use data to make decisions as a team. So the very first thing we're going to focus on is the extent to which you have the meeting foundations that'll move things forward. The second is you actually need a process for problem solving. And part of what we've learned is that means a process for identifying when something is a problem, defining it with precision, identifying the goal or direction that you want to move, and then using information about evidence-based practices, but adapting those practices to the cultural and organizational features of your school, your students, your families, to be able to make it work well. Then part of what we're going to really emphasize, and this is something that's been missing far too long in many educational efforts, is it's not just coming up with a plan, it's actually coming up with a way to implement or an action strategy for putting that plan in place and following through so that as a team, you not only make good decisions, but those decisions result in actual change in what happens in the school, the way that adults and students interact with each other, the way that you really modify the things that make a difference in the success for students. So 3 big elements to TIPS. One is the foundations. Do we have the right team and do we have it organized in a way that works? Second, problem solving, the extent to which you're actually able to take the information, transform it into solutions that are unique and appropriate for your setting. And then the third, actually a protocol for implementing and following through so that you actually produce real outcomes.